Hi friends, come with me for a drive. Eyes are on the road, safety first. So Crazy Confessions of an Uber Lyft Driver, episode number 8, I think. Or is it 9? I think it's 8. So this is pretty funny. This is of no particular ride in particular. It's this one person. I live in Kenosha, Wisconsin. And, oh, by the way, every dollar I make goes towards my affordable housing project, and I donate a little bit to Gerson and the King's Ransom Foundation. I'll go into that in a couple minutes, but every dollar I make goes to that. I've never saved or spent any for myself. That's important. I'll go into why in a minute. But anyway, this isn't of a particular ride story, but there's this one guy in Kenosha who keeps sending out a request for a ride. His name is Tommy, T-O-M-M-Y. My name is Tom. I go by Tom. So I accept it each and every time, and out here there's not a lot of ride requests because it's more of a rural area and mostly everybody drives, so I get a lot of repeat people out here, which is pretty cool. So I get this guy Tommy pretty frequently, but I've never given him a ride. It's always I accept it, and less than a minute later he cancels it. It's like, okay, that's weird, and it keeps happening over and over again. Well, this time I decided to call him because we had that option. I decided to call him before the ride was canceled. Lyft and Uber masks our numbers for safety, and when the ride session is over, that number doesn't work anymore. So they do a really good job at protecting our safety on both sides, which I really appreciate. But I decided to click it just fast enough so that the number would go through, or the call would go through before he had a chance to cancel, and it did. Except the cancellation still went through. It was timed just right that the cancellation went through, but the call still went through. So he picked up. He's like, hello? I'm like, hey, this is your driver. I just wanted to let you know I'm just a few minutes away. I'll be there soon. I'm en route. Knowing that the ride was canceled. And he's like, I just canceled the ride. I put in the wrong address. I'm like, oh, well, no big deal. You can just resend out the request. I'm the only guy in the area right now, and I'll accept it again, and I'll see you soon. He's like, okay, yeah, I'll just send another request then, and I'll see you soon. Okay, see you soon. Knowing that he was totally lying. Oh my God, he was such a bad liar. So obviously the request never came through. But it was about 2 minutes later, I got a request from another dude, and so I gave that guy a ride. And if this Tommy character did send out another request, odds are extremely favorable it went to somebody very far away, like a 20-minute pickup time, or it went to nobody at all, because this is quite a long ways from any major populated area, and it's not uncommon to send out a ride request and it just goes nowhere because nobody is nearby. So dude probably was, SOL, shit out of luck. But for some odd reason, I've never met this guy before in my life. He cancels each and every time. It's like he has nothing to go on but my name and a picture. And people are typically more visual, and my name is Tom. I mean, that's a pretty safe sounding name. Not that that means anything at all. But all he has to go by is a picture. Now, to be fair, this guy is completely bald. That has nothing to do with being fair. It just sounded funny to say that. But maybe he looked at my picture and it's like, not only does that guy have the same name as me, but he's got a full head of hair. He's not going to be my driver. Click. I really don't know. I don't know what the deal is. But I do know, because most of my friends are female, very few guy friends, there's quite a few guys, for whatever reason, that are threatened by just my physical appearance. Isn't that weird? That's weird, I think. So maybe he takes one look at my profile picture on Uber and Lyft, and he's like, I'll skip that guy. He looks like a fag. And maybe that's his reason for doing it. I really don't know. So if you guys want to comment below what you think his rationale might be, go for it. We've never met. He doesn't know anything about me. He just sees my picture and my name, and I have the same first name as him. There's nothing else this guy knows about me because we've never met. So why would he keep requesting and keep canceling? This has been going on for months, and I've never met this guy. And I'm kind of curious. I mean, I'll make another video if this ride actually does ever happen someday. It would be kind of interesting, because I'll ask him. It's like, yeah, I've been getting requests from you for months, and it keeps canceling. I wonder why. And we'll see what he says. He'll probably make something up to save face like he did today on the phone. But I just thought that was pretty funny, so I wanted to make a video, a new episode, and make this, I guess, number 8 we're on, or 9. I'm pretty sure it's 8. Okay, and to go into what I said I'd touch base on again, every dollar I make from ride sharing goes towards my affordable housing project. I've never spent any of it on myself. I've never saved any of it for myself. It goes towards my affordable housing project. I donate a little bit to Gerson. The Gerson Institute is a nonprofit. They heal people from cancers of all stages and many other diseases using nature, not medicine. So they're illegal in the United States hospitals, and they have to practice down in Mexico. And there's a couple places in Europe too. Imagine that. And also I donate just a little bit to the King's Ransom Foundation. They rescue kids from human trafficking rings, and they feed kids who are starving to death in war-torn areas and things like that. They do a great job. And so then that begs the question, well, Tom, how do you afford to pay your bills and stuff if you don't take any of it for yourself? It's because over 10 years ago, the girl I was dating got involved in a home business. She invited me. I said no for 3.5 months. And then eventually I said yes. And then I just learned how to build that. I love learning, and that was my saving grace because I was stupid. Still kind of dumb, but at least I love learning. So that was my only saving grace there. And it was all by adding health and wellness to people's lives and learning how to make residual money doing that. So that's my call for you guys, for those of you that get turned on, not just interested, but just turned on by the idea of adding health and wellness to our lives and getting paid residual money to do it so that you can afford to do things like this for nothing. Feel free to private message me. I'll show you what I've got, and you can see if it would be a good fit for you if it turns you on. And that concludes my video. I hope you enjoyed the Uber Lyft story and what made it all possible and all the things that were contained in this video. Bye for now, everybody. My website is tomberkenmeyer.com, just like it's spelled here on social media. tomberkenmeyer.com. I'll talk to you soon. I'll see some of you in my private message inbox, I suspect, real soon. Mwah! Make out kisses. More make out kisses.